Dragon Ball Xenoverse 3 is coming. That is right, my friends. It is time, right? Okay, maybe not time yet, but let's talk about everything that went on yesterday. Now, this is a follow-up to the previous video where we basically went over the fact that Xenoverse 3 is at Summer Game Fest. It is present, it is there, but it's private. Right now, for now, okay? There's a lot of extra information that was going around on Twitter, and I tried to dig up as much stuff as possible, going over who we know so far did attend this, who we know didn't attend, and just extra information on what they actually showed here, okay? Now, we don't have any specifics. We still have no idea. Okay, I'm going to just say that up front. We have no idea what they actually showed. I'll go over some theories of what I think it could be at the very end here, but shoutouts to Kuba. He was there. Now, you guys don't know, and Kuba, he's always been kind of a dude who's, worked with Bandai. So we'll see him usually, at these Summer Game Fest events or just other events. He usually gets some early access to whatever they're, showing or whatever they have prepared. Now, I will say this right now. There is not a demo. I don't think there was a demo. It was something said by Rhyme, which we'll go over in a bit here. But as you can see, he's standing in front of this giant-ass Xenoverse 3 banner, and he's got a little Xenoverse 3 hat. So that's pretty cool, right? We have some more information here. So we know Fidel, the homie Fidel, was there as well. Now, I'm not going to play the video because, it's just kind of a long clip, so I'll just summarize what he said, okay? He basically said he was very surprised that Xenoverse 3 was not shown, just like everybody else was surprised by that, because it makes no sense, because he already had an appointment scheduled for Summer Game Fest. So this event, whatever this was that some of the creators and the other press got invited to, right? Now, I don't know if he was just allowed to just flat out say that. If he wasn't, or if he was, it doesn't matter. It was hilarious when I first saw the clip because he just flat out said it. So let's go. Shout out to Fidel. He's feeding us. He's giving us some extra information. So yeah, it's the same event, same private thing that they were all invited to. Shout out to Biscuit. Okay, Biscuit was also invited to this as well. I'm assuming, unless bro just stole a hat. I'm just joking. No, I'm assuming they got invited to this because I do recall Biscuit was invited via Sparking Zero's demos and stuff, probably from Bandai as well, okay? So currently, right now, those are the only 3 people we know who were there, okay? I'm going to assume Globku was probably there. I do think he said that he was going there. I could be wrong about that. And maybe Nano was there. I don't know. There are a ton of people that could have been there. Now, when it comes down to some of the other people, the 3 idiots, for example, right? You would assume Rhyme, Syriax, and Dotto were invited as well. And they absolutely were. They absolutely were. But Rhyme did say that they just didn't go, okay? And, personal reasons. We're not going to, try to dig into that or, that's none of our business, right? But shout out to Vinixis because they posted that they heard from someone that there was a demo, okay? I don't know who their source was that said this, but obviously it was wrong because what Rhyme did reply to him, and, because Vinixis did delete the tweet, but he said, there is no demo, you got lied to. And yeah, it would have been really cool, and it wasn't out of the question that there would be some type of playable demo here, because, again, I have no idea how far into development and I'm sure there's a lot being developed, but I don't know if they were ready to have a demo for people to play at this event, right? So your confirmation there is, yeah, there is nothing. So it seems like we're going to have to be waiting a little bit longer, potentially even more longer than that, to see any actual gameplay that, is fleshed out to the point where people can play it, right? Now, what the fuck did they show, right? What did they actually show here, okay? So shout out to Levi because they said Xenoverse 3 gameplay and release date at the Xbox Showcase tomorrow on My Soul Part 2. Oof. You do not want to get a reply like that. You know what I mean? So that further shows that we probably won't see anything at the Xbox Showcase, okay? Now, the thing is, though, Rhyme, he did not go to this, okay? He's not under an NDA or anything because he did not sign for anything or get approved for anything because he just did not attend this, right? So it's very interesting, right? This is a very interesting development today, or at least what happened yesterday. So I think it's pronounced Eon. They said, hopefully we'll see footage very soon. And Rhyme again says, you won't, not yet. Okay. Now, I don't know how soon that is when he's saying not yet. Okay. It could be days. It could be weeks, right? So trying to see if there was a, okay, it's slightly complicated. It'll make sense later. Now, it definitely, I don't think it's like, this is definitely the most complicated shit ever. I wish it was as easy as it was with Sparking Zero. Sparking Zero's promotional phase, and I said this last video, I said this a million times, I posted a whole ass tweet about it, was the best video game advertisement and marketing I have ever seen for a video game, okay? Not saying that, you know, there's, you know, no other game was that good, but like, guys, come on, you had monthly trailer drops revealing new characters and new gameplay, right? And you also had like almost like a schedule to know where to be, right? They always said, hey, be here tomorrow or in a couple of days for a trailer drop. Be here at Summer Game Fest for new information and a trailer drop. Like, they were very transparent. It's not like that right now, okay? Maybe it's because it's still kind of early on in the promotional phase and they're not ready to roll stuff out yet. That's what I'm hoping, right? That's what I'm hoping for, but I mean, I guess we genuinely have to wait for Bandai to just either drop the trailer or just say, guys, it's gonna be here at this, etc., you know, whatever it may be, right? At this event, right? I guess we just really have to depend on that. We can't just rely on the usual stuff where it's like, well, I guess it's gonna be at Summer Game Fest. I guess it's gonna be at Anime Expo. You know what I mean? If they don't say it, it might not be there. It likely won't, right? For now until, you know, further notice. So, this person said, pretty obvious the three idiots went. They were a big part of why Xenoverse 2 was relevant, as long as it was. GameStage, aka Fidel, revealed that he was invited. I cannot see a reality where Rhyme, CRX, and Dada weren't invited. No, they were. They were invited. There was another tweet. He said, I remember saying that. He did say that, okay? But he said neither of us are there, right? Yeah. He says, we got invited, just didn't go, right? And again, personal reasons, none of our business, right? So yeah, there is still the Xbox showcase, because people are going to keep bringing it up. You're going to see this all over Twitter and maybe even other, you know, channels where people are going to be like, oh, it's going to be at the Xbox showcase, or they're going to act like it's confirmed, right? I think I saw a couple of tweets, which are not good, where there was someone or a couple of people saying, Xenoverse 3 will be getting reveals at Xbox Showcase 2026 or whatever. And it's like, no, dude, no, it's not going to be there. If it is, great, but for now, unless it's explicitly stated that it's going to be there, do not expect it, right? Because this was a private event. Now, again, I'm going to go back to what was this? What exactly was this, okay? I cannot confirm this, but from my experience from a Bandai Namco event that I went to last year at Gamescom, was not Dragon Ball, was not even anime game related. It was Blood of the Dawnwalker, okay? I went to a presentation event. We did not get to play the game, okay? We sat there in a theater and we watched someone else play the game. I'm not sure if it was a producer or developer or just a Bandai Namco employee, but they were just playing the game and you had another person that was narrating kind of everything that was happening in the game. It was a demo showcase, but we didn't play it, right? It was a presentation. That's all it was, okay? And I think it lasted about an hour, if I recall correctly. So my assumption is if there's no demo, maybe it's a presentation, okay? And Rhyme said there was no gameplay, so maybe it was a first look at the trailer. Maybe it was discussion with the producer. Maybe Hirano-san was there. I don't know. Other Bandai Namco employees likely were there, and maybe they were just kind of going over the rundown of what to expect for it. I can't tell you. I can't tell you exactly what it is, but that's the best thing that I can think of that would make sense for it being a private event, because again, the Blood of the Dawnwalker shit that I went to was a private event. It was never recorded. It was never shown anywhere else, okay? But I can't tell you exactly what this is, man. I don't know. I really don't know. So I'll leave it up to you guys to kind of go over speculation, but don't expect any like demo gameplay unless Rhyme, again, he wasn't under NDA or anything, so he can just say it, or maybe he's just not wanting to spoil anything. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's a Andrew Garfield situation. Oh, I'm not in Spider-Man No Way Home. I don't know who you talked to, or who, you know, I'm not in it, and then he was in it, right? So it could be one of those, you know, they do it all the time, and that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. I would, you know, say that's good, so that, you know, you don't have your expectations high for anything in case it's not there. But again, Rhyme didn't attend, so he doesn't exactly know what was shown, but I mean, he did have information on kind of on something beforehand, right? Because they have to go over the rundown, right? If Bandai Namco is contacting you know, these people, they have to say, okay, well, we'll have an appointment for Xenoverse 3. This is, you know, the general rundown of what we're going to be going over with it and everything, et cetera, et cetera. So I don't know, man. I don't know. Xbox Showcase. Watch it if you are interested for Xbox games. Okay, do not, if you are looking for anime games, Dragon Ball, DLC, Xenoverse 3, if that's the only thing you care about, do not watch this shit. Okay, because you're just going to waste your time, right? If you like Gears of War and the other Xbox games and Microsoft bullshit, please go watch it. Maybe you'll be surprised on what they show, because there's always going to be something new, at least, right? I think last year they showed the Invincible Versus game, which I thought was pretty cool, right? I was watching it, and I will be watching it later. I will not be streaming it this time, because we do not need another situation that we had a couple days ago where I streamed it and people got, you know, their hopes up with it, and they thought, oh, Xenoverse 2 was going to be shown, and it actually didn't get shown. So I'm not going to do that shit again. Okay, we're not doing that again until I see them say it's going to be here. I'm not going to, you know, worry about it. But yeah, I'll be watching it. I'll keep you guys posted and updated if anything cool gets shown. If not, it's not the end of the world. There is something coming, right? If this was some type of information or something that was, you know, that the content creators and the press were able to record, right? Then great, because that means within the next week, couple of weeks, they might be posting something on it, okay? So obviously, subscribe to Kuba, right? I think Kuba currently right now is our best source for information and new stuff, if anything is going to be shown, because Kuba uploads a lot of Dragon Ball content. He's the homie, and yeah, go support him. He's just a good guy, right? I love this guy. So yeah, I'll see you guys next time. And like I said, if anything gets revealed or not, but for now, enjoy the rest of your Sunday or whatever day it may be for you. I'm going to be chilling and having a good time as well. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.